Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 1 of unit number 3, higher order differential equations. So these are the contents of the unit number 1. It contains homogeneous and non-homogeneous linear differential equations of nth order, okay? And its solution means here we are going to, in the first topic we are going to solve the linear differential equations of nth order, which will be homogeneous or non-homogeneous. So most of the problems we are going to do of non-homogeneous method, okay? Means in most of the problems we are going to solve non-homogeneous linear differential equations of nth order. There are various methods to solve such type of linear differential equation, and here we are going to solve the linear differential equation of nth order with constant coefficients, okay? Means the coefficients of derivatives will be constant terms there, okay? And after that, method of variation parameter also we are going to study. It is again the method of solution of these type of differential equations, okay? Operator method for particular integral, okay, that also we are going to discuss. Then solution of some certain types of linear differential equation called as Cauchy's differential equation and Legendre differential equations. So these are two special types of linear differential equations with variable coefficients. Here in these differential equations, the coefficients of the derivatives are variable, okay? So there are some special types of linear differential equations, Cauchy and Legendre. We first convert them to our normal linear differential equation with constant coefficient, and then we solve them using the methods which we have used to solve linear differential equation of nth order with constant coefficient. And at the end, once we finish this, at the end we are going to discuss some applications of whatever topics we have studied, their applications in mass spring system problems, then bending moment problems, and in electrical circuits. These are the some applications in the engineering field we are going to discuss in this unit, okay? So very first we'll start with the first content. What do we mean by homogeneous and non-homogeneous linear differential equations of nth order, okay? And after that we'll start discussing how to determine the solution of these type of differential equations, okay? Now this is the definition that I have written. This is the definition of the nth order LD, that is linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Okay, it is given by a0 dny by dx raised to n. It is nth order derivative of the function y with respect to x, plus second term is a1 dn minus 1 y dx raised to n minus 1 plus a2 dn minus 2 y divided by dx raised to n minus 2 plus dot 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 plus an minus 1 dy by dx plus any equal to f of x. This equation 1 is the any general form of a linear differential equation of nth order, okay? Now case 1, if f of x equal to 0, means if the right hand side of this differential equation is 0, then equation 1 can be called as homogeneous linear differential equation of nth order, okay? And case 2, whenever we have non-zero right hand side for a differential equation of nth order, then the differential equation can be called as non-homogeneous linear differential equation of nth order. Means whenever not equal to 0, non-homogeneous; equal to 0, homogeneous, okay? In that way you can differentiate a linear differential equation of nth order in two parts, and we are going to solve these type of differential equation in coming topics. Now before going towards the method of solution and all, we'll first discuss some notations that we are going to use in problems, okay, for a differential equation, okay? Now if we set capital D as d by dx in equation, now if we are going to use this type of notations in this particular unit. We can the meaning of capital D can be taken as a derivative of first order with respect to variable involved in the problem. So in some problems it may be d by dt, in some problems it is d by, in most of the problems it is d by dx, okay? So now if you set d by dx as capital D, in equation 1, the definition we have written, okay, then we can write that in compact form, means we can means we can reduce its size. Okay, at present this is in quite big form. Okay, we can write it in small form by using some notations. Okay, and that notations are we are going to use capital D for the derivative d by dx. So the equation 1 will become a0 d raised to n y plus a1 d raised to n minus 1 y plus a2 d raised to n minus 2 y plus dot 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 an minus 1 dy plus an y equal to f of x. Right hand side is f of x. Another thing, this is called as a differential equation with constant coefficient, because the coefficient of these derivatives are all constants. This a0, a1, a2, an minus 1 up to an are constant terms. Okay, fine. Now we can take y common from the left hand side, so this can be written as a0 d raised to n, a1 d raised to n minus 1 plus a2 d raised to n minus 2 plus dot 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 an minus 1 d plus an y outside bracket equals to f of x. Okay, and if you see this bracket, this looks like a polynomial of degree n in capital D. Okay, and this polynomial of degree n we are going to denote by phi of D. Okay, we can, what is this? Polynomial of degree n in the variable capital D. Okay, and if we replace this entire bracket by this small notation phi of D, your differential equation becomes phi of dy equals to f of x, and this is the smallest form of a linear differential equation of order n with constant coefficient. Okay, means the meaning of this also a linear differential equation of order n with constant coefficient, where phi of D has value, where phi of D is a polynomial a0 d raised to n, a1 d raised to n minus 1 dot 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 an minus 1 d and an. Okay, so we have written that equation 1 in this small compact form. This it is the compact form of a linear differential equation of nth order, and this it depends upon, we can call it, we can classify it as homogeneous or non-homogeneous depending upon the value of f of x, whether it is 0 or non-zero. So this type of form we are going to use, means we can, if this type of form is come in front of you, the meaning of that is a linear differential equation of nth order of degree n. In example also we are going to use this type of notation, so you must understand what is the meaning of phi of D. Phi of D is a differentiating polynomial. Polynomial in D means D is the derivative, so it can be called as differentiating polynomial. We are operating that polynomial on y to get the function f of x. So these type of equations are called as linear differential equation of order n. Now after this we'll discuss about the solution of this type of differential equations. The general solution of this type of differential equation phi of D of y equal to f of x is given by y equals to, this is the formula to calculate the general solution, means for this differential equation y is unknown, that we calculate, that is the meaning of general solution of differential equation of phi of D of y equal to f of x, and it has value equal to complementary function plus particular integral. In short, you can denote it as CF and PI. Okay, CF for complementary function and PI for particular integral. And notation, this CF and PI can also be denoted by y subscript C plus y subscript P. Okay, that is yc plus yp. So whenever we want to find the general solution of a linear differential equation of nth order with constant coefficient, we have to calculate complementary function and particular integral, provided this f of x is non-zero. If f of x is 0, then you don't have to find the particular integral in that case. Means if it is a homogeneous differential equation, the solution of homogeneous differential equation is only y equal to cf. Okay, and this is the general solution, means for a non-homogeneous differential equation the solution is y equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Okay, now there are some rules for calculating complementary function of a differential equation, and there are some methods for calculating particular integral. Okay, all the things we are going to start discussing from next lecture. Okay, so till that, thank you so much.